First of all, they lied when they said that was going to take 7 minutes.
It's thriving.
That lifestyle is not working for you. Like, morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Alexandra here. If you're new to my channel, I'm documenting my weight loss journey and I have some discussions and vlogs thrown in there too. So today I wanted to take you guys around with me and I've got a few errands to run. It's a study from home kind of day, but I'm also I'm going to do some exercise and I'm trying to do more strength training. I just got so many benefits of it when I was in Ghana that I thought it made sense to still continue that when I came back. And I feel like I can already notice some changes. I can notice some changes in my body. Like, I don't know if it's in my mind, but I feel like my bum is rounder and more lifted. So, which I didn't really think was possible because I thought I'd have to be like a bit more slim before I was able to see a bit more like shape and definition. But I like how it's going. I don't know if I'm delusional, but I feel like it's going well. And to be honest, the way I've been feeling recently, not very motivated, I think it makes sense to grab onto any kind of, you know, positive victories that I see. I keep looking out the window because this cat is terrorizing me and it's trying to act all cute now. But you lot, this cat was literally staring at me a second ago, like watching my every move. And I'm pretty sure this cat poos in my garden. Don't even respect me, do you know what I mean? You don't actually respect me. You come in my garden, you won't let me stroke you, and then you poo in my garden and you hiss at me, hiss, in my property. Anyway, let me do my workout now. I'm also trying out Grow with Joe. I said a few months back that I wanted to do a Grow with Joe challenge. So today is actually day 1 of that challenge. So I'm going to give it a go now. Obviously, you guys just saw me do my legs with ClassFit Sugar. So I'll probably do then next month for like a good stretch just to see how that goes because I did enjoy that. But I had planned to do Grow with Joe for the last few weeks of October. So I'm quite excited to get into that because loads of you love her. So subscribe for more workouts like these and let's get
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry.
So the last few, I want to say week or so, 2 weeks, I've actually been eating from a 1 to 9 window because I was going through some days where I was so busy that I end up eating 1 to 9. I think I've mentioned this on my channel before where if something happens and I can't meet the 12 to 8, I'll just adjust it so that I'm still doing my 16-8 hour fast. So the last 2 weeks it's ended up being 1 to 9 just because I've gotten back from uni a bit later, or so I've ended up eating later, which means I have to start later the following day. Anyway, so I'm coming to have it's like 1:15 now because yesterday was 8, so I could have started at 12. Anyway, that's super right. Start eating what I want to eat, but just with moderation and alternatives where I want there to be alternatives, and then slowly building up a satisfying but also nutritious diet. And so far it's working really well for me. well, it's working really well, but it's been like half a week. And what actually, one of the reasons why I just thought to myself, I'm going to do this because I can't take this up and down all over the place. Cravings, I can't do it. I don't want to live my life like that. And I feel like living my life like that means eventually I'll just hit a breaking point, and I don't want that anymore for myself. So I'm not cutting out the things I enjoy, whether or not people or society feels like, oh, well, that's not very healthy if you have that. I don't care. It's my health, and it's my health in terms of not just my physical but my mental health. And denying myself things that I really enjoy is not good for my mental health. And ultimately, it's not good for my physical health either, because all I end up doing is binging or overeating. Then my weight is yo-yoing. And so really and truly, enjoying some of those not so nutritious foods that I really enjoy actually helps me with my physical health in the long run, because I then manage it better. Anyway, rant over. This is like my new favorite thing right now. Sits crunchy. I'm sorry if you can't get it in your part of the world, but basically I love them. They're so tasty. I don't know if you guys have heard of knickknacks, but they're basically knickknack dupes, but I love them. And when I came back from Ghana, I had a little bit of an up and down period, and I was thinking to myself, so I reached for them to like as a comfort food type of thing. And then when I was telling myself, okay, I have to get serious next week. And then in my head already, I was just like, oh, now I have to stop eating this thing I really enjoy. And then I was thinking that, and then what ended up happening, I had a pack of them every single day for 4 days. I only had one pack because I was trying to like say, don't overdo it. But I realized that I was having a pack every day because I knew that looming over my head was the fact that I was going to stop having it from like the Monday coming up. And that's when I was making me realize that, when am I going to stop doing this? When am I going to stop cramming all this food I really like and then switching it off on Monday? Like, that lifestyle is not working for you. Like, what should you change? I cannot be living this life where I'm cutting things out. So as soon as I told myself, well, don't cut it out then, just eat it in moderation. Do you know what I mean? And as soon as I did that, you guys, there was like a pressure that came off me. I've had that pack. I bought it like 3 days ago, and I've had that one pack over the last 3 days, and I haven't felt like, oh, I need to grab it and eat it again, because I haven't told myself no to it. I'm eating less of it. Do you know what I mean? Because I can have it whenever I want. I'm not overdoing it, which is like duh, but. And I'm really interested to see how the next month will go, because I think really and truly I should do things consistently for a month before I expect significant results. But I'm the kind of person that's just like, why hasn't anything changed in a week? But it doesn't make sense to me anymore to have those expectations on myself, because it's not been going well for me, and it's affecting me. It's affecting my mental health, which ultimately affects my physical health, and I don't want that anymore. So I want to do things in moderation. I want to do things that make me still happy to be on a weight loss journey, on a nutrition journey, on a diet journey, on a health journey. And there's loads of different things that are involved when you want to create that new, better way of living, you know? As I'm about to run out and go grab the ingredients for the quesadillas and the salsa that goes with it, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. One of my plants, look at her. I'm going to put in here for you guys to see what she was looking like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, there was nothing on this. Like, this is officially the fastest growing plant I have ever had, like ever. It's called a Oxalis triangularis. I'm sure that's what it's called. But I think it's called, like, commonly known as the butterfly plant. It's thriving. Happiness. Finally home, guys, and I'm ready to make the quesadillas. I'm gonna make everything from scratch, so including the salsa. In Ghana we have this thing called shito, and you can get black shito and red shito. Red shito, like basically all the ingredients are fresh, none of it's like cooked in any kind of way, whereas black shito is like deep fried, just on the fire for God knows how many hours. So salsa kind of has a similar taste to red shito, but I assume they have a little less like hot peppers in it. Salsa will probably taste nicer made rather than bought. So I picked up all the stuff I needed, and I'm hoping this doesn't take me very long because I've got like a lot of lectures to do. So,
and I did. Maybe you're gonna be.
Anyone else do this? I like buy spices like this and I put them in. Is this a spice? Is pepper a spice? Or like when you like buy sauces, I'll use the old jars of the sauces. So this previously had shito in it, which you guys know I have with everything basically. I'm an addict. Why buy those jars when you can just use your old jars? First of all, they lied when they said that was going to take 7 minutes. It's taken me forever. Give you guys my verdict. This is my first time making them. I'm so excited though because I love cheese. Cheers. Oh. Guys, that quesadilla was... Do you know what? Do you know what shocked me more? First of all, that first bite was literally to the gods. And it's quite liberating to not have any restrictions on my diet anymore. It just, I don't know, it's something quite liberating about not having to feel like, can I eat this? Can't I eat this? And it was delicious. It was everything it had to be. And it was so much veg packed in there, so much flavor, and I'll be having that again. It was so good. It was so good. But probably maybe next time I'll add a bit more chicken because I put a whole chicken thigh in there, but it was tiny once I'd cut it off the bone. And because I also want to have more protein, you know, because I'm doing more strength training, so I have to like, obviously help my muscles recover with a higher protein diet. But I'll make up for that in my last meal of the day. But I'm probably gonna do some lectures now. Girl, oh my god, and the salsa, I was like, because when I made it up I was just like, oh, this kind of looks underwhelming, but that salsa, like, oh my goodness, I was just like, you know guys, I'm such a carby, cheesy, meaty person, so to have something that delicious which was purely veg, was just like... I feel like I'm going through a re-education about food, which is exactly what I wanted from this no restrictions kind of new mindset. But anyway, let's get some work done. You guys know I'm in second year now, so... I mean, I don't think the workload is necessarily more, but it's still as demanding as first year was. And I want to really maintain... I don't ever want to kind of fall behind so bad that I get stressed having to catch up, and then I panic when it's revision time. So, let's get some work done.
Everything you do gives me love. Everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly.
Guys, I think I'm gonna go and grab something to eat. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention, that, you know, just rethinking how I want to lose weight now and making long-term sustainable goals, and not just for a holiday or a special occasion, but like a genuine lifestyle change. It's not easy because a part of me still wants to be a certain weight for holidays and occasions that are coming up in the next half a year. And I mean, within my mind, I know I've let those things go. What is not easy, it's not that I'm still tempted to be drastic. That's something I've well and truly like done away with. I'm not doing that. But what is still hard to adjust to is the fact that that also means accepting that I won't be like the body size I want, or the clothes I want. And I'm still coming to terms with that aspect, you know, especially because some of these occasions are quite a big deal. And in my mind, I really saw myself a certain way. I'm learning to accept that that won't be the case if I really want to do this weight loss the right way, long term, that I know will mean that I won't be in this position again, you know? So anyway, I say all that to say, it's very hard to maintain good habits and consistency, you know, especially because you have a lot of bad habits and there is no motivation at the end almost, you know, because if the holiday's coming up, a special occasion coming up, you know that I want to look like this on this date. So that pressure makes you more consistent. Well, it's made me more consistent in the past. So not having that pressure anymore means, well, what helps to motivate me to stay consistent? I still very much want to achieve, you know, weight loss as a whole and developing a new, better relationship with food. So I need another way to keep myself making this enjoyable, making this worthwhile to myself, to maintain it and be consistent. So basically, this is just my very long way of saying that I'm rewarding myself for every time I'm consistent. Now, cost of living crisis means I can't just buy myself something every time I want because there are £0 in my account. So we're not doing that. Hard work to show up every day and do these things. I'm just like, well, in that case, you need to give yourself a reward every time you do show up and do all those things. So for the days that I'm making sure I'm getting all my lectures done, for the days that I know that I was supposed to exercise and I made sure I exercised, for the days that I was eating very well, being consistent with that, and sticking to my intermittent fasting, all of those kinds of things, the ways I'm gonna make it, and this is like something I got from Atomic Habits in terms of making the new habits you want to develop, making them attractive to you. So the way I'm doing that is I know that, if I get this thing done, I get to have this thing at the end. One of the ways I'm doing that is when I get 2 of my lectures done, I get to watch an hour of a TV show I really want to enjoy. And whether it's one of my K-dramas or whether it's, you know, House of Dragon, which I'm addicted to right now, or, you know, Never Have I Ever, any one of those kind of shows. I have an allowance. You do all of this, which you still want to do. You know, it's good. It's good for your future. It's good for your health, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes knowing that something is good for my future, good for my health, doesn't motivate me so much to want to get it done. Even though I desperately want it, I almost want the easy way of getting it. But I know there's no easy way of getting it. But there can be an attractive way of getting it. So I'm always fooling my mind well, you did all of this, you get this. And then until I start to actually and I feel and I love the idea of living that way, that every single day there's a little reward that I get for when I'm working hard or getting things done, ticking things off my to-do list. So that's what I've been doing, and so far it's been working really, really well because I want to watch my shows so bad that I'll make sure, you need to get this done before you watch your show. So it's just I'm much more productive and also guilt-free when I sit down for an hour-long TV show because I've done the work anyway. So this new method is working very well and it's making me get things done. Bearing in mind, it's been I want to say 4 days, but still 4 days is all right. I'm holding up to that with a vice grip.
because 4 days can very easily turn into 4 weeks, which will be 4 months, and before I know it, I'm just like, my life is changing. Do you know what I mean? But also, he says in Atomic Habits, but it has made me feel much more positive about my journey again, you know. This has definitely made me feel much more positive towards my journey. So I'm just so glad I'm gonna get to reward myself for just doing what I should be doing. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have some dinner. I will more than likely, I made some jollof, so I'm gonna have some jollof with some salmon. But as always, guys, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, put an emoji, heart emoji in the comments. Love you guys always. I'm so glad you guys are all here supporting my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. You guys already know I read all your comments. I absolutely love them. Keep them coming. Thank you so much for watching.